Hi, this is Srikant Reddy. We lecture in Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, working at Government Polytechnic, Jogupet. Subject name is Microwave Communication and Television. Subject code EC405. Today we will discuss the topic black diagram of fixed microwave link and its uses. Objectives. On completion of this lesson, you will be able to learn about basics of microwave link, types of microwave link, black diagram of fixed microwave link, and description of each black, advantages and disadvantages and uses of microwave link. Basics of microwave links. A microwave link is a communication system. It is used to transmit information between two fixed locations on Earth. Microwave links carry cellular telephone calls between cell sites. Internet service providers use microwave links to provide high-speed internet access without need for cable connections. Telephone companies transmit calls between switching centers over a microwave links. That means here the microwave link is a communication between the two pixel points, or a microwave is a communication system. It is used to transmit between two fixed locations on the Earth. So here used to transmit the information or communication purpose between the two positions of a Earth is microwave link is used. Here microwave means the frequency above 1 GHz range are used to transmit in this communication system. Each are morely or which are used in cell phone teller system and high-speed internet access without need the cable connections. These are mainly used in telephone communications and Wi-Fi transmission of wireless communication of telephone communication, and internet high-speed internet access we used without used of cable connections. Here basic structure of microwave: single link. Here transmitter, antenna, channel, antenna, receiver. Here transmitter is used to generating the signals, and these signals are given to the antenna. This antenna is radiating the transmitted signals into electromagnetic signals with very high frequency, approximately microwave frequency above 1 GHz frequency signals are transmitted. These signals are transmitted in a free space, and these signals are received by the receiver antenna. This antenna is receive the signals from free space. These electromagnetic signals again converted into electrical signals or modulated signals, are again converted into message signal. In this way, we use it to transmit the signal from one place to another place by the antennas with free space by transmitting of electromagnetic waves with the range of microwave frequency. So the microwave single link structure contains transmitter, receiver, and transmitting and receiving antennas. Types of microwave links. Here, microwave links are basically divided into two types. One is terrestrial microwave link. It is a point-to-point link between microwave stations on Earth. And another one is satellite microwave link. It is a link that makes use of satellites. So here microwave links are divided into two types: terrestrial microwave links and satellite microwave links. In terrestrial microwave links, here the stations are or the microwave stations are placed in the earth between the 2 points. A point to point transmission link or point to point link between the earth stations, microwave stations on earth. In satellite microwave links, here the link that makes use to the satellite, that means here the signals transmitted from earth station to satellite and the satellite and reflected and retransmitted to the earth to another satellite station. So in this way here the signals are transmitted, or this way the link is transmitted by the satellite. So it is called as satellite microwave link. Here the two diagrams of terrestrial microwave link and satellite microwave link. Here terrestrial microwaves, here point A and point B is the two fixed positions on the earth. Here we can transmit the link frequency signals from one point to another point. These are points are extended till the our need or how much it can be able to transmit it. So here in this way the more number of stations are increases depending on the range or requirement and availability of the station placed. Here satellite microwave link. Here in satellite microwave link, here 2 points are point A to point B or point A to more number of points or more number of points to one point. In a earth station we can transmit. Here point A station in the earth station transmit the signals to upwards to the satellite. So the satellites are receiving the signals from the earth station and the satellites are amplifying or retransmitting or processing and channel locations and retransmitted to the point B. So the satellites down converted into, or the satellites is reflected, returned back to or retransmitted to the satellite to station B is called downlink frequency. Here uplink frequency or downlink frequency, like or uplink and downlink channels are exist in satellite communication. Here the satellites can be launched in different orbits. Here 36,000 kilometers orbit is called as geostationary orbit. Most of the in this orbit any satellite is launched which the satellite velocity is equal to the earth velocity. So always the satellite is stationary with respect to earth. So this type of satellites are called geostationary satellites or satellite microwave link structure. Black diagram of microwave link. So here microwave link is stated between the 2 points from the earth station. Here transmitter and antenna, and this antenna is radiating into another antenna, a repeater, and another antenna to another antenna to receiver. That means here in fixed microwave link used to communication between the 2 points, or if every 40 to 50 kilometers the towers or the links or fixed stations are arranged for every 40 to 50 kilometers. Then by increasing the distance by using this type of antenna arrangement is there. This arrangement is called as repeater arrangement. That means every 40 to 50 kilometers one antenna is arranged, one station is arranged, is are used to receiving the signals and amplifying the signals and retransmit. So these are called repeaters or microwave links. So first we have transmitter section, repeater section and receiver section. These are the three parts of the microwave link diagrams. So microwave link consists of microwave transmitter, microwave receiver, microwave repeater if the distance between the transmitter and receiver exceeds 50 kilometers. Here microwave link consists of microwave transmitter, microwave receiver and microwave repeaters. Here repeater is arranged every 40 to 50 kilometers range. So we can increase the distance by using repeaters. Microwave transmitter. Here microwave transmitter consists of baseband signal, modulator, IF amplifier, mixer, microwave oscillators, power amplifier and transmitting antenna. So microwave transmitter consists of modulator, IF amplifier, mixer, power amplifier, transmitting antenna. So here baseband signal is the message signal which contains some information. It is be voice or audio, video, text or images, picture images. So this information is called as baseband signal or low frequency signal or information contained signal. These information signals are given to the modulator. Here modulator is used to modulate the message signal by using carrier signal. Here modulator contains message signal, carrier signal. Here message signal means baseband signal, carrier signal is to carry the message signal. So here modulator output is modulated signal. This modulated signal is range. Okay, in baseband signal has low frequency signal, carrier signal has high frequency signal. In modulator low signal frequency and high frequency signals are combined or modulated. Then the output of the modulator is, and it is intermediate frequency. So it is a not a high frequency or not a low frequency, it is a moderate frequency is generated. So the output of the modulator is intermediate frequency. So it is called as IF signal. So this IF signal is amplified by the IF amplifier. So the output of the IF amplifier is increasing the signal strength and its signals are given to the mixer. So IF amplifier output is given to mixer. Here mixer is receiving the signals from the IF amplifier and also receiving the signals from microwave oscillator source. So here microwave oscillator is used to generating very high frequency, approximately 1 gigahertz above frequency ranges. So here microwave oscillator means which produces microwave frequency range, that is above 1 gigahertz frequency. So here satellite communication or microwave communication, we use 1 gigahertz to 700 gigahertz frequencies are used. So microwave sources are used to generating high frequency with range above 1 gigahertz. So mixer is used to combine the IF amplifier output signal into modulated microwave oscillator input. So these two signals are combined in a mixer and the output of the mixer is given to the power amplifier. So the power amplifier is receiving the signal from the micro mixer, and these signals are amplified or boosting the power levels into given required level, and this power amplifier is given to the transmitting antenna. So this antenna is used to radiated into free space by electromagnetic signal with range of microwave frequency, that means above 1 GHz frequency. This is the part of microwave transmitter. Microwave receiver. So the microwave receiver consists of receiving antenna, RF amplifier, mixer, IF amplifier, detector or demodulator, basebands output. So here the microwave receivers consist these parts. Here in microwave transmitter, the signals are radiated from the transmitting antenna. The signals are transmitted in a free space, and these signals are transmitted in some several kilometers. If we increase the length distance by using repeaters, repeaters are just receiving the signals and amplifying and retransmitting up to several hundred kilometers up to 1,000 kilometers. In last, we have micro receiver station is exist. This micro receiver station is ending position of the microwave links. So here micro receiver is contain receiving antenna. The receiving antenna receive the signals from the free space, and these received signals are very high frequency signals. The the receiver antenna is used to receiving the microwave signals and given to the RF amplifier. So the RF amplifier is used to amplifying the received signals. Here the received signals are coming from free space, so the signals are weak and the signals are attenuated or noise are added. So the weak signals are amplified by the RF amplifier, and also noise is eliminated by the RF amplifier. Then the output of the RF amplifier is given to mixer. Here the mixer, one of the input is RF amplifier output and another input is local oscillator. Here the microwave signals coming from the receiver free space issued by the receiver antenna has the frequency as very high, approximately gigahertz range, but our receiver section we want the message signal, so the high frequency signals are converted into low frequency signals by using mixer. Here mixer is used for subtracting purpose. So here the mixer is used to produce the high frequency levels into medium frequency signal range or moderate signal frequency range. So this moderate signal range is called as intermediate frequency. So this signal mixer output is IF signal. So the IF signal range is hundreds megahertz range. Here the received antenna signal range is gigahertz range. A mixer output is megahertz range. So the gigahertz is converted into megahertz, and again these intermediate signals or IF signals are amplified by the IF amplifier. So the IF amplifier is used to amplifying or increasing the signal strength of IF signal. Then IF signal is given to detector. Here the detector is a detector or demodulator is used to demodulate the IF amplifier signal, and the output is baseband signal. Whenever microwave transmitter we use it as modulator by adding the message signal with carrier signal. It in the same way the same carrier signal is removed by the detector or demodulator. Then the demodulator output is baseband signal which is coming from the transmitter input. So here the output of the detector or demodulator is baseband signal. So in this way microwave receiver is working. So these two are the microwave transmitters and microwave receiver. The main part is microwave link repeater or fixed microwave link. So here the repeater is main. The purpose of repeater is to increasing the range or distance from several hundred kilometers to thousands kilometers. We using the repeaters are used. The repeaters are justly the purpose is receiving the signals and amplifying the signals and retransmitting. So receiving purpose we used as receiving antenna and amplifying purpose we use mixers and microwave source and mixers or splitters, and the retransmitting purpose we again use transmitter antenna. So this microwave repeater link repeater contains as two antennas and microwave sources and band pass filters IF filters. So the microwave repeater contains a directional antenna, that is as a receiving antenna, circulator, receiver protection circuit, receiver mixer, band pass filter, IF amplifier and AGC, amplitude limiters, transmitter mixer, band pass filter, microwave source, power splitters, shift oscillator, mixer, band pass filter, power amplifier, again circulator and transmitting antenna. So here two antennas are transmitting and receiving antennas. We use directional antennas and circulators. When circulator is from A direction to transmitter purpose, another circulation is to B direction receiver circuit. So this is a microwave link repeater black diagram. So explain each black. Here antenna. Antenna is a structure capable of radiating or receiving electromagnetic power or electromagnetic signals. So antenna is used to radiating the signals or receiving the signals of electromagnetic power. So if the antenna is transmitting antenna, then the signals are radiated into free space. If the antenna is receiving antenna, the receiving antenna, then the receiving antenna is used to receive the signals from the free space. So here radiating or receiving signals. The most widely used microwave antenna is parabolic reflector antenna or dish antenna. Here microwave links we used as antenna types is parabolic reflector antenna or dish antennas are used for microwave link repeater antennas. Circulator. Circulator is used to connect transmitter to antenna or used to connect antenna to receiver. No direct connection between transmitter and receiver. Here in microwave link repeaters we use circulator by transmitting antenna or receiving antenna to separately. No direction connection between transmitter and receiver. If the antenna is receiving, then the circulator is on, or if the antenna is transmitting, then it is used to transmitting the signals by using circulator. So circulator is used to single antenna for transmitting as well as receiving purpose. So no direct connection between transmitter and receiver. Receiver protection circuit. It is a circuit used for protecting the receiver mixer from overload causes made by any other transmission. Receiver mixers. It is a low noise devices and Schottky barrier diode is used. Here, the receiving antenna is receiving the signals from free space. The received signals range is some gigahertz and this has high power signals. So the signals are coming from the free space which contains noise and attenuated signals and which have high power signals. Due to the high power, the circuit is damaged. So by using receiver protection circuit to overcome the damage from high power signals, and here receiver mixer is used to eliminating the noise, or it is a low noise device, and here the receiver is Schottky barrier diode is used as receiver mixer. Band pass filter. Here, the mixer is followed by the band pass filter, usually operating at 70 MHz, having bandwidth in the vicinity of 12 MHz. The filter provides the selectivity of the system. So, the band pass filter is used to certain band of frequency is allowed. Usually, some band of frequency is allowed. Unwanted signals can be eliminated by the band pass filter. So here band pass filter is having some band of frequency allowed, unwanted signals are removed by the band pass filter. The filters provide the selectivity of the system. IF amplifier and AGC. Here band pass filter is followed by the IF amplifier. Here the IF means intermediate frequency amplifier. So the high frequency signals are converted into medium frequency or moderate frequency. So then the signals are called intermediate signals or intermediate frequency. So these signals are amplified by the IF amplifier. So the receiver is used to given to the mixer. Here the mixer is high frequency signal is converted into moderate signals or low frequencies. Then these signals are called mixer output is called intermediate frequency. So the intermediate frequency is amplified by the IF amplifier, which provides most of the gain of the repeaters. And the IF amplifier also contains AGC, automatic gain control. So it is almost invariably low noise, ultra linear, very broadband transistor amplifier, which consists of several stages and has AGC applied to it. So here AGC, automatic gain control, is used to control the gain values of received signals. So this is the IF amplifier and AGC. The IF amplifier and AGC output is given to amplitude limiter. Here the amplitude limiter is, it allows the IF amplifier to prevent superior amplitude modulation, and this IF amplifier is used to eliminating the unwanted signals in the amplitude levels. So which eliminating the unwanted signals in amplitude. If any distortion occurs in the amplitude levels, the amplitude limiter is eliminating. The IF amplifier output is, we have any fluctuations in the amplitude levels, it can be eliminated by the amplitude limiter. Then the amplitude limiter output is given to transmitter mixer. Here the transmitter mixer is a varactor diodes are not most often used to the transmitter mixer. Its function is to bring the IF output to the transmitting microwave frequency. So the transmitting mixer One of the input is amplifier output and another input is coming from microwave source. So microwave frequency generator is a very high frequency signal which is the range of gigahertz, approximately 6 gigahertz. These signals are given to the power splitter and 75% of the signals of microwave source is given to the transmitter mixer. So the transmitter mixer contains a amplifier outputs into high frequency signal. So transmitter mixer signal is a very high frequency signal. Here the transmitter mixer is a used as varactor diode. Power splitters. Here microwave source is used to generating microwave source is used to generating very high frequency, approximately 6 gigahertz frequency range. So the microwave is a Klystron amplifier. So it is a gun oscillator or Klystron amplifier or VHF transistor crystal oscillator with varactor multiplier. These are all used to generate the signal frequency of up, signals up to several gigahertz range. So the microwave source output is the very high frequency, that is microwave frequency, approximately 6 gigahertz frequency. These microwave signals, the output is given to power splitter. This total 6 gigahertz frequency can divide into two shifts. One is 75% of the power is given to the transmitter mixer and 25% of the microwave signals is given to the receiver mixer. So the power splitter is used to split the microwave signals into two portions. It sends approximately 75% to the power to the transmitter mixer and reset the mixer, which is also fed to the shift oscillator. So remaining 25% is given to the receiver mixer. In this way the power splitter is used. Shift oscillator. Here the shift oscillator, the function of this circuit is to be ensured that the receiver mixer is fed with frequency of 70 MHz. The frequency is higher than incoming signal, so as to provide 70 MHz frequency difference for the IF amplifier. Some links are operating slightly different. In this case, the shift oscillator provides the approximately a frequency of 70 MHz. So shift oscillator is also used to generating the high frequency signals, but it is in megahertz frequency range. Here microwave source are generating gigahertz frequency range. Here the receiving signal output is very high frequency signal. The high frequency signals are converted into IF signals or intermediate signals by using shift oscillator output. So the shift oscillator output is frequency range is 70 megahertz range. So these shift oscillators are used to mod and convert into very high frequency into intermediate frequencies by using mixer. Here mixer is, it mixes the output from both power splitter and shift oscillators. So mixer, one of the input is power splitter and another one input is shift oscillator. These two signals are applied to the mixers and these are combined, and then the mixer output is given to the band pass filter. So a band pass filter can allow particular band of frequency several hundred megahertz or 70 megahertz range. The other signals are can be neglected. So the output of the mixer is applied to the band pass filter or IO frequency. Power amplifier. Here the output of a link varies depending on the bandwidth. Therefore, the power amplification is necessary. For power is 0.5 watts or less, power amplifier is not required and power oscillators may be used instead. For power is 1 to 5 watts at frequency not exceeded hitting 6 GHz. Mostly used amplifiers are push-pull metal ceramic, disc seal triodes or TWT amplifiers are used. Here the power amplifier is used to increase the power levels of the transmitted signals. So the microwave signals mixer output is 6 GHz range. Then the signal frequency is 6 GHz, but the signals are transmitted into free space. Then free space by the antenna receiving transmitted angle by the user by power amplifier. The power amplifier is using their signal strength boosting are increasing their signal strength by 1 to 5 watts per 6 GHz range. So by increasing the signal strength used by the power amplifier. Here traveling wave tube amplifier or push pull metal ceramic or disc seal triodes are used for power amplifier. This is the fixed microwave link explanation. This is the microwave communication towers. Different microwave towers. 2.4 GHz point-to-point microwave link, antenna for microwave communication links, microwave link indoor version, microwave link outdoor version. These are the microwave fixed microwave link or microwave link repeater black diagram. So it is the black diagram of microwave link repeater. Silent features about microwave link. Typical number of carriers in microwave links is at least 4. So here four number of carrier signals are used in microwave link. There are normally 600 to 2700 channels per carrier. Each carrier signals contain 600 to 2700 sub channels can be transmitted. The towers used for microwave links range in height up to about 50 meters range. Towers approximately height 50 meters range and 200 to 300 watts of DC power required to maintain this tower, and the antenna must be accurately aligned to the next repeaters. So every antenna must be aligned to the next repeaters. In difficulty location, diversity may be used. So in diversity or directivity can be used to difficulty of transmission locations. So the signals are used to be transmitted in different directions by diversity methods using methods. So these are the silent features. Advantages of microwave links. It is easy of communication over different terrains. Easy to communication purpose. Freedom from land acquisition rights. So it is easy to install on earth and provides wireless channels. So it is prepared for wireless communication purpose. These are the advantages. Disadvantages of microwave link. Bandwidth allocation is extremely limited in microwave link or fixed microwave links. Your bandwidth allocation is limited area. Atmospheric effects. Some rainy seasons are dependent on atmospheric conditions. The signals are attenuated, so atmospheric effects is more. Transmission path needs to be clear. In this microwave links, the transmission of antenna to one antenna to another antenna or one tower to another tower, one link to another link repeater, the path is needs to be clear, otherwise it is be attenuated. RF interference, these are interference by the other RF signals. So these are the disadvantages of microwave link. Uses of microwave links. These microlinks are used for point-to-point communication. So it is easily communicate with between 2 points to one point to another point, one point to another point in cascade method. So use it for point-to-point communication. And the connectivity in modern digital IP networks. These are used in modern digital IP internet protocols. Networks present with these microlinks are mostly used, and generally we used in TV transmission. Presently used in TV transmissions, these microlinks are used. Used for transmitting telephone call, data, voice, images, video, etc. Present using mobile communication or telephone communication like voice calls or data or images and video calls. In this transmission, we can use as microlinks, and widely used for connectivity in modern digital IP networks, capacity up to 3 gigabytes per second and behind. In microlinks, the data transmission is below 3 gigabytes per second data can be transmitted. So it is compared to shortcut is less, but other transmissions RF or radio frequencies or other communication transmitter, it is very high data can be transmitted 3 gigabytes per second compared to radio frequencies or fiber cables or uh, twisting cables. In this way, compared to these cables, these microlinks are very high speed data can be transmitted. And microlinks are used extensively 2G, 3G and 4G networks. Present using mobile communications by using 2G, 3G, 4G technologies, these microlinks are used. And wireless metropolitan area networks WAMN used for satellite communication. That means we use 600 to 700 meters Wi-Fi signals can be transmitted easily by the microlinks. WAMN means some hundreds thousand meters in range easily transmitted the high frequency signal without noise. So this is called WAMN technology used in satellite compared for satellite communication. These microlinks are used. These are the uses of microwave links, mainly used in digital and point-to-point net communication, digital IP networks, modern digital IP networks, TV transmission, and telephone communication like 2G, 3G, 4G presently used, and WiMAN, wireless metropolitan network. These are uses in by the microlinks. So summary. In this lesson, we learn about basics of microlinks, black diagram of microlinks, description of each block of microlink or fixed microlink or repeated explanation, advantages, disadvantages, and uses of microlink. So these are the topics discussed in the microlink. So in this mainly we have discussed fixed microwave link are repeaters. Most of the time, many times the question will be asked in this question. Microlink repeater are explain each block of repeater. So fixed microlink diagrams, it is mostly asked question in previous exams. So it is the diagram of fixed microlink. It contains which contains antennas, circulators, power amplifiers, microwave sources, Bluetooth limiters, IF amplifier and AGC, and band pass filters, receiving mixers, receiver protecting circuits. So these are the fixed microwave link repeater diagrams. This is the fixed microwave link repeater diagram. switch, transmitter, mixer, power amplifier. These are some microlink towers diagrams. Antennas, microlink indoor version and outdoor versions, and silent feature, advantages and disadvantages, uses of microlinks. Thank you to all.